what I've seen, seeing 3D printing for a very brief period of time tonight, I think it has the capacity to empower people to manufacture things, you know, in their own homes that they would otherwise require, you know, a factory or business to create. So I think there's a lot of potential there.
Probably medically. I've heard a lot of stuff about 3D printing.
You know, hip replacements, things of that nature. They're already using it for that sort of thing, but the possibilities there are infinite because the scanning technology is so detailed. I mean, you could really get shapes that really match the person's original joint or the way the joint should be made and that kind of thing. I think ultimately that will help a lot of people who are in pain or, you know, to improve their quality of life.
Well, I haven't given it much thought before tonight, but I was just watching the demonstration over there, and that 3D scanning that they were doing in real time. I mean, I'm a scientist myself, I'm an ecologist, I work in a totally different part of the Smithsonian, but I was already thinking of applications for my own ecological research. The kind of data collection that you're doing, it's incredible.
Yep, it changes what's easy to manufacture and what isn't, and what's going to be shipped over from China and what we can produce.
But what's cool about it is that it is really complicated geometry, and you can print that. It would be very difficult to carve or even CNC mill or you make with any other manufacturing.
What we're doing with cardboard here is we're building a large-scale model of this Buddha. This was created using a three-dimensional printer. It's made, the material is nylon and glass fused together with a laser. And what we've got here is a three-dimensional cardboard image, large scale of the Buddha. It's going to be about 8 feet tall, hopefully, when we finish it. Hopefully we'll finish it tonight.
Anything in 3D printing, what I'd make. I'd say if we can just make furniture, that'd be cheap. That'd be nice. The cost would be a lot less, and you can really just, hey, I need a chair. Let me go print one real quick.
I would certainly come up with some pretty amazing art with it, I think. You know, everybody wants that amazing statue or that amazing piece of art that they see in a place like the Freer. But of course, they can't afford it. So if you could come up with your own version of that, to kind of come up with your own little art collection, I think that would be amazing.
Things that untalked about things that would improve my life dramatically, and they would.
If I had unlimited resources, I have no idea. I'd really need to think about it more. Well, I think it's pretty amazing that this allows someone to create with incredible precision small things in their own home or in their own small business, and that's something that was incredibly expensive. You had to do in large quantities, and now you can do a custom individual, and it's cheap. So it really opens the doors to innovation.
I studied conflict resolution, so innovation is a big part of promoting that, and any innovation in any field is important. So I could see 3D printing and all that kind of stuff used in education in all fields. So.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it's, you know, I guess right now we don't know. I mean, all these new technologies, they can be used for good, they can be used for, you know, evil, and I guess we'll just have to have to see what happens and hope that they're used for good purposes and encourage them to be used only in those ways.